just over half of the 83 allegations against former MasterChef presenter Gregg Wallace during his time on the show were substantiated, a report has said. The celebrity chef said he was deeply sorry for any distress caused following the report's publication. In November 2024, the show's production company, MasterChef, announced that Wallace would step away from his role on MasterChef while historical allegations of misconduct were investigated. The report, led by law firm Lewis Silky N., found that 45 of the allegations against Wallace, 60, were substantiated, including one claims of unwelcome physical contact. It found that the majority of the allegations against Mr. Wallace, 94%, related to behavior which is said to have occurred between 2005 and 2018, with only one allegation substantiated after 2018. It also concluded that the majority of the substantiated allegations against Mr. Wallace related to inappropriate sexual language and humor, adding that a smaller number of allegations of other inappropriate language and being in a state of undress were also substantiated, with one incident of unwelcome physical contact also substantiated. The report noted that during the course of the investigation, which was over a 7-month period, Wallace was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and said that the findings should be viewed in the context of his neurodiversity. During the investigation, it was also found that 10 stand-alone allegations were made against other people, 2 of which were substantiated. Wallace, 60, has been cooperative and forthcoming and was interviewed 3 times by the investigations team, for a total of 14 hours of interview. But MasterChef said that Wallace's return to MasterChef is untenable following the number of sustained allegations. Patrick Holland, chief executive of MasterChef, said that while the report makes for uncomfortable reading, highlighting failures in legacy reporting and HR procedures, it also provided valuable insight to ensure that going forward everyone working on our productions feels safe and supported, and that inappropriate behavior is quickly and professionally dealt with. Mr. Holland added, in earlier years, specifically prior to 2016 where the vast majority of these issues arose, it is clear that escalation procedures were not as robust as they should have been, and awareness of policies and procedures were lacking particularly amongst freelance staff. He said Wallace would not be returning to MasterChef, adding, "We are extremely sorry to anyone who has been impacted by this behavior and felt unable to speak up at the time or that their complaint was not adequately addressed." MasterChef is a much-loved show which, year in, year out, changes the lives and careers of contestants, amateur and professional alike. It's made by a brilliant team of outstanding professionals and we look forward to bringing more exceptional cooking to screens in the coming months and years. The BBC also said it has informed Wallace that it has no plans to work with him in future, adding in a statement, "The investigation details a substantial number of allegations of inappropriate conduct spanning 19 years. This behavior falls below the values of the BBC and the expectations we have for anyone who works with or for us." Although the full extent of these issues were not known at the relevant time, opportunities were missed to address this behavior, both by the production companies running MasterChef and the BBC. "We accept more could and should have been done sooner." In a statement, Wallace said he never set out to harm or humiliate and was deeply sorry for any distress his behavior caused. He said, "For 8 months, my family and I have lived under a cloud. Trial by media, fueled by rumor and clickbait. None of the serious allegations against me were upheld. I challenged the remaining issue of unwanted touching but have had to accept a difference in perception, and I am deeply sorry for any distress." House said. "It was never intended." I'm relieved that the Banjay report fully recognizes that my behavior changed profoundly in 2018. Some of my humor and language missed the mark. I never set out to harm or humiliate. I always tried to bring warmth and support to MasterChef, on screen and off. After nearly 20 years on the show, I now see that certain patterns, shaped by traits I've only recently begun to understand, may have been misread. I also accept that more could have been done, by others and by myself, to address concerns earlier. A late autism diagnosis has helped me understand how I communicate and how I'm perceived. I'm still learning. Banjay have given me great support, and I thank them. But in the end, the BBC left me exposed to trial by media and the damage it leaves in its wake. To those who've shown kindness, thank you. It mattered. This has been brutal. For a working-class man with a direct manner, modern broadcasting has become a dangerous place. I was the headline this time. But I won't be the last. There will be more casualties if the BBC continues down this path, where protecting its legacy matters more than protecting people. For my part, with full legal support, I will consider my next move. The BBC also addressed the future of a series of MasterChef filmed last year which has not yet been aired, saying they had not made a final decision on broadcasting it, adding, "We know this is disappointing for fans of the show and those who took part, and at the appropriate time Banjay UK will consult further with the amateur contestants." Their statement added, "We want to reaffirm, there is no place for the abuse of power, unacceptable behavior or language at the BBC, or shows made for the BBC." Last year a BBC News investigation revealed a string of allegations of inappropriate sexual comments and alleged inappropriate behavior against Wallace by 13 people who worked with him across a range of shows over a 17-year period, including former Newsnight host Kirsty Wark. A statement from Wallace's lawyers at the time said that it is entirely false that he engages in behavior of a sexually harassing nature, as reported by BBC News. In December, Wallace claimed in an Instagram video that complaints about his behavior came from a handful of middle-class women of a certain age. After a backlash, he apologized for any offense or upset caused and said he would take some time out. Ahead of the official publishing of The external review, Wallace claimed in an Instagram post on July 8 that he had been cleared of the most serious and sensational accusations against him. He added that his neurodiversity had now formally been diagnosed as autism, saying in the social media post that it was suspected and discussed by colleagues across countless seasons of MasterChef. His social media post and the report come as TV presenter and former greengrocer faced claims from 50 or more people, as reported by BBC News last week, with the majority saying he made inappropriate sexual comments, and 11 women accused him of inappropriate sexual behavior, such as groping and touching. Wallace was the original presenter of the BBC show Saturday Kitchen in 2002 and has also featured on E12 for Less, Inside the Factory, Back Time, Harvest, and Supermarket Secrets. He was most known, however, for presenting MasterChef, MasterChef, The Professionals, and Celebrity MasterChef.